Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. This is a Monday night. I am down here in the basement of my house because it is the coolest part of my house. My air conditioning is not working in my house, and my wife and daughter are currently sleeping at about 80 degrees upstairs, so that sucks. But yeah, here I am down in the basement. Now today we're going to talk about the all-new 2021 Ford Bronco that was just released about 2 hours ago. It's almost 10 o'clock at night, so we're going to talk about this car. I think it is pretty damn cool. We're going to talk about how it's going to compete with the Jeep and what Jeep has just done a couple days ago. So let's talk about the all-new Ford Bronco. Now you're looking at my website. This is a Koenigsegg Agera RS, one of the most badass cars ever made. So let's get right into it. Now I'm going to play this release video that Ford just came out with today about the Bronco, and I'm not going to play the music because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So the new Ford Bronco is back after many years being off the market, and it is coming back in a sport version, a two-door version, which you're seeing on the screen right now, and a four-door version, and I like it. I recently just reviewed a Jeep Wrangler. I talked about how I would maybe be considering that for my next car, and this Bronco I think is pretty cool. Now I know I just read some comments about this car. People saying, oh, it's too fat and bloated, and they're trying to capture the retro styling of what it used to be, and it's not that anymore. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. I like the fact that you can take the doors off. I like the fact that it's a two-door, and there's actually this sport one. Okay, that's a two-door. The sport one I think is a little bit smaller than the rest. Right there, that's a sport. But I think the four-door one, which is right here, yeah, I think it looks good. I think it honestly looks like a Land Rover Defender, which is a pretty high bar as far as off-road capable. Here, let's just pause that right here. Yeah, here's the sport, and these two are the two-door and the four-door version. And like these things right here are like little tie downs. You can like tie stuff to the roof. I like how it says Bronco on the thing. It's almost like Range Rovers do. Range Rovers are technically under the company called a Land Rover, but a Range Rover is what you think of when you see, that type of car. And Bronco, it has a similar thing like the Jeep Wrangler. We know a Jeep Wrangler has the 7 slots to the grill. So I just wanted to show that video real quick. I don't want to have it be screaming at me. So yeah, that's the same video again. Now let's look at some pictures here. So this is from Jalopnik, obviously my favorite website. Yeah, there it is right there. So this is the Ford Bronco. Now it's going to come in a 4-cylinder. That'll be down below just to talk about the specs. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I think it's got a nice high belt line right here. I like sort of like the updated sort of grille. It looks classy, like retro styling, but I think it pulls it off pretty well. We know that a Jeep Wrangler, has always looked like a Jeep Wrangler forever and ever, and we all know that the Broncos are famous from in the 90s when OJ drove one on the LA highway. So the 2021 Ford Bronco has finally been revealed to the public. Pull up a chair, crack a beverage, and let's discuss the vehicle's officially confirmed highlights and specs, okay? So one of the coolest things, it says you will be able to get this car with a manual transmission and 35-inch tires available from the factory. Quick release doors and roof. Specifics on that from Ford. Blah, 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 blah. Lots of trim levels. This is pretty cool because I like when Ford, well, okay, we all know that people want SUVs, and Ford is totally doing away with their sedans. This car with a manual transmission would be the only Ford available other than a Mustang with a manual transmission, which is pretty cool. Okay, so the base engine right here, 2.3-liter 4-cylinder turbo EcoBoost, excuse me, claiming 270 horsepower and 310 foot-pounds of torque. Pretty good. A version of that engine currently sees duty in the Ranger. A better power plant will be an optional 2.7-liter 6-cylinder EcoBoost that will do 310 horsepower and 400 foot-pounds of torque. That's more than enough. I think that's definitely adequate. A variant of the engines has been seen on the current F-150. Yeah, I think that's adequate. I think it's good to have a 4-cylinder and a 6-cylinder option. Let's see, let's go try to find more pictures. Okay, I really like this blue color, and I saw one that had the blue color with a white roof that I think actually looked pretty good. Yeah, I like this simple design of the headlights to have the circle with the little line right there. I just think it looks good. I think it's effective. Yes, this is awesome right here. This picture, the blue, sort of like a baby blue with a white roof. Yes, that is awesome. Very nice. It's a A+ for that picture. I gotta find some interior pictures. Okay, so I forgot to mention this. This is just some pictures. You can have a McLaren Senna style window in your Ford Bronco. For what reason? I don't know. I think it's kind of cool though. Yeah, there you can see like the tie downs on the front of the hood there, just for all your winches and your off-road stuff like that. But I wanted to show the interior as well. Yes, now here's the interior. This is a nice picture here. I'm not that crazy about the shape of the steering wheel, but everything other than that, I think it looks pretty good. It's simple. I like the design. This looks like every Ford F-150 that's ever been made, but you got a nice centrally located screen. Also like the sort of design of the seats right here that harkens back to like the Ford Bronco of the 70s and 80s, you know, where you could take the roof off. Yeah, full color screen up here. I like it. I think it works. I didn't really know what to expect from this car, but I think the pictures look good. Yeah, let's just see some more pictures. So right here, we need to talk about this. Now, a couple days ago, now the main competitor for this car will be the Jeep Wrangler, obviously, which has been a staple of American cars forever. Now, they just tried to take the spotlight from the Bronco because they're coming out with a V8 version of a Jeep Wrangler, which I'm sure the gas mileage will be atrocious, but that could add even more of a fun factor to the Jeep Wrangler. That is already a fun package. I mean, I just reviewed that car. I told you I was like sucked up in like the cool factor of it. So they're trying to steal the Bronco's thunder right out from underneath them. We know that two American car companies, it's always good to have competition and some friendly rivalries. So yeah, that car will be, I think it's like 485 horsepower in a Jeep Wrangler. That would be pretty cool, you know, to rip on it a little bit and then go off-roading and also go get gas every half an hour, because the gas mileage would be god-awful. But, so we're talking about the Bronco, and I like it. I like the option to have a two-door and a four-door option as well as the Sport. Okay, now here's going to be a photo dump, which that's kind of what I wanted to see. Bronco family, yeah. So two-door, four-door, and yeah, I think the design of these cars is more, I don't want to say it's easy to design a car, but it's not. But you know pretty much what it's going to look like, a rugged off-road, but it also looks like current and a little bit of retro styling, which I like. Now, yeah, there's an old school two-door with a new, that's cool. That's a pretty cool picture. I dig that. Yes, that is the coolest picture right there. The four-door with the roof off and this baby blue color and the dark wheels. Yes, that looks awesome. I love that. Yeah, there's the taillights. That's a nice little take too. So yeah, it's I would assume to be the similar size as Jeep Wrangler. That's cool. I think the Broncos had before like a flop down tailgate as well. Yep, that looks cool. Yep, this is a pretty cool car. I like it a lot. I should really try to get my hands on one and try to review one. Yeah, that orange color two-door one is pretty cool. That has the holes. Yeah, that's cool. I think that has the optional 35-inch tires. So yeah, this is a Ford Bronco. I think it's pretty cool. They've been teasing this. I'm waiting for my dog to come down here. They've been teasing this car for a while, and I think it's pretty cool. I don't know honestly what the point would be of that window in the door, but I don't know. Looks cool. Just use more Windex. Make sure that's clean. Yeah, that shot right there, that looks like a Land Rover Defender, pretty much. It just doesn't have the little postage stamp here on the back window. So, yeah, I like it. This is a 2021 Ford Bronco. What do you guys think about this car? Would this be something you would ever consider buying? Do you think this is going to compete with the Jeep Wrangler, take away the sales from that? So, yeah, let me know what you think about this car, the brand new Ford Bronco. Thanks for watching. I got a lot of cool car stuff coming up. I'm reviewing a car this weekend that is German and massive and huge and luxurious, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at GemmyD on Cars, and I will see you on the next one. See ya!